I'm your host, Jules Hallman, and honestly, guys, I want to say I'm excited to be back, but truthfully, we're just about halfway through the semester, and I can safely say that I am getting my ass kicked. The classes I'm taking are fun, don't get me wrong. They finally all have to do with my major, and the work is interesting. It's not just busy work, so I'm not sure if it's because this semester has felt like it's going at warp speed or if Elon dining has been putting something in the water, but I feel like I could fall asleep right now and not wake up for 100 years. I mean, seriously, the effort I have to put in every day just to wake up and get to my classes is pathetic. I really feel like a blindfolded dog driving down the wrong side of the road at 100 miles per hour. Thankfully, however, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Spring break is just around the corner, and while most of America's 18 to 24-year-olds migrate down to the beautiful sunny beaches of Fort Lauderdale for a week-long bender, I will happily be going back home to New Jersey. My spring break will include my bed, my dog, and my favorite ice cream shop reopening for the summer season. Shout out to Lighthouse in Long Branch, New Jersey, who I direct message on Instagram a little too often. However, I will also be seeing a Tame Impala concert over break, so while I may not be getting hammered on a beach, I will still be surrounded by college kids trying to transcend time and space with the help of various substances. I'll let you know how it was when I get back. Now, let's get to some news. Biopics are all the rage in Hollywood. True crime has been a hot topic across the nation for a while. Now, a new subtopic of true crime is taking the stage: unhinged white women. Anna Delvey and Elizabeth Holmes are the subjects of two new shows. You know, it's great to see two strong-willed women with a taste for success being represented in Hollywood. We need more girl bosses like them. So what if they're scamming people? Don't hate the player, hate the game. It's been revealed that Taco Bell's infamous drink, the Baja Blast, could cause reproductive harm. Good news for college students, bad news for Irish Catholics. Now you can treat yourself to a little something after taking Plan B, make it more effective. Speaking of green fast food beverages, it's Shamrock Shake season. I'm so curious to know what's in a Shamrock Shake, considering the ice cream machine is always, quote, not working. Sean Penn is in the Ukraine making a documentary about the Russian invasion. You know what they say in times of war, hardship, and loss? What we need is a Sean Penn documentary. The weather's finally getting nicer, which means inflatables at Darty's. The Environmental Science Lab recently took a sample of the water from the inflatable slides, and all I gotta say, you guys, bad news for all of you. It was announced on Monday that Elon will finally be making their indoor mask policy optional starting March 14th. I think Matt in my econ class will be so relieved. I know he's really been feeling suffocated after having it sit under his nose this entire semester. I'm just worried about whoever's gonna have to tell him that he has to go back to brushing his teeth twice a day. An article in Today stated Kanye West said to Kim Kardashian, "Can't prove social media posts were written by him." This feels like a trap. On the one hand, he wrote, "My account is not hacked" on a notepad, and then put a bag over his head. Now pledging has begun, and frats have proven to have interesting guidelines for pledging. Some have to wear suits, cowboy hats with suits, others aren't allowed to talk to women, but the best ritual is forcing them to drive big drunken toddlers around. My only question is, where were they during J-term? St. Patrick's Day is coming up. Only America can turn an important holiday of another nation into an excuse to get blacked out. After all, drinking is America and Ireland's favorite pastime, next to football. Speaking of, Tom Brady is producing and starring in a movie about himself. It's giving Lexi Howard vibes, said the New York Times. There's something to be said about the athlete-to-actor pipeline. You know, it could have been me if I didn't tear my ACL during an intense game of 8th grade basketball. Many musical artists are canceling shows, including John Mayer. Now, he said it was due to COVID, but with the anticipation of the release of Dear John Taylor's version, who's to say? When we get back, I'll be joined by fellow triple threat Tabby. We'll be right back. freshman, and she is Miss Maryland. Welcome to the show, Tabby. How are you?
I am great. I am so happy to be here.
We're happy to have you. So, pageants are something I've always wanted to learn about. I did my fair share of watching Toddlers and Tiaras. I'm sure it's not as realistic as that, but what has been your experience with pageants? How long have you been doing them?
So I actually started pageants midway through about my junior year, actually funnily enough right before COVID hit. And I was in a really rough point in my life, and I really had no self-confidence whatsoever. And this letter came in the mail advertising this pageant, and I looked at it and I said, if it's going to take a pageant to get me to learn how to love myself, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And that is exactly what it did. My confidence has absolutely skyrocketed. I have met so many fantastic, talented, motivated girls who know what they want and they have goals. It's helped me not only develop as a person, but develop my music career, develop my goals. It has just been an absolutely wonderful experience, and I feel so, so grateful that I get to sort of be a representative of the pageant community and be able to make impacts with this title.
That's amazing. I know, so there's a couple girls I went to school with that did pageants, but I never really knew that much about it. So I guess the letter was how you got involved, but when did you really start, I guess, like getting into it, not just doing it as like a side thing?
That's a good question. I went in pretty hard at the beginning, but I had no idea what I was doing. I was looking at YouTube videos and doing things like that, but I went to go buy my first pageant gown, and they looked at me and said, "You're a hot mess, we're going to help you out." So I started getting coaching about the summer before my first pageant, which was somewhere in like the summer of 2020. And then I dove in head first. I got second runner-up at that pageant. I was competing for this title, so I got second runner-up to this title. Went to the national pageant as Miss Mechanicsville, which is the town where I grew up. Did not place there, ended up coming back again this year to compete for the Maryland teen title. Won it, and I went to nationals and represented Maryland on the national American Miss stage, and it's an absolute core memory that will never ever leave my heart.
That's so cool. I'm actually like kind of jealous of you. So what titles do you hold right now, or what ones have you held in the past? I know you said Miss Mechanicsville and obviously Miss Maryland. Are those the only two?
Yes, I haven't been doing it for very long, so I was Miss Mechanicsville from about the end from when my first state pageant ended to when my second state pageant rolled around. And I did things with that title. It was an appointed title, and not a lot of girls do things with titles that they were just given, but I wanted to make the most of it. I did a June Pride Month video series, considering my platform is LGBTQ advocacy, since I am LGBTQ, and I've continued that through my time with my Miss Maryland title.
So that was another thing that I was doing a little stalking of you before. So you vlogged your journey to nationals last year and opened up about struggling with depression and anxiety. How do you take care of your mental health now, and how does that involve your audience on your social medias?
My policy has always been being very, very open and being very real about the things that I struggle with. I struggle with clinical depression. I got diagnosed a couple months ago, and I've dealt with it a lot sort of in the transition to college, but it's been a lot of that managing has been through sort of mindfulness. I was doing yoga and like meditation and things like that. It sounds so cheesy, but I swear it works. Journaling, I do a lot of sort of therapy through my music. A lot of things that I've been going through you can hear in a lot of my discography and a lot of my songs. That's sort of how I work through my problems, and really just taking time for me and honoring what I need and being honest about people. And my social media is a highlight reel, but I also want it to really reflect who I am, even when I'm struggling and not, in a pretty dress in a crown and banner. I'm a real person, and I want people to see that.
Right. I love that, especially with the transition to college. I know for me personally, that was really scary, coming to a different state, being with completely new people that you've never met before. So has that been a turning point in your journey?
Absolutely. I'm a first generation college student, and everybody always says that the transition to college is so huge, and it completely changes your life. And I was like, they're not kidding. Like, they're kidding. It's not real. But really, it completely changed sort of what I thought I wanted and what I knew about myself. I've changed my major about 3 separate times, but now I've finally settled into who I am, and I know where I want to go. And the person I was 6 months ago was not the girl that I am today, but I've recognized that I'm constantly evolving, constantly changing, and I'm honoring who I am right now in this second, and that's all I can do.
Right. And so you talked about your family. Are they your main support system? Do they follow you through, obviously, your journey with music, your journey with pageantry, your journey with being an LGBTQ advocate? Like, are they your main, oh my, your main support system?
When it comes to my music, they are definitely very, very supportive. My dad is sort of my unofficial manager of sorts. With pageantry,
Dadager.
they were a little apprehensive at first. They were like, I think you're crazy for wanting to do this. But the first year we did it, it's very expensive. I'm not going to lie. It's a very expensive hobby. And after the first year, they said, okay, that was fun. You're done. And I said, no. So I got a job, and I did GoFundMes, and I paid for my fees and my coaching and that state pageant entirely on my own, which is probably the one accomplishment in my life that I am the most proud of, because everybody said I could never do it. My parents were like, without our funding, you're not going to be able to do it. Like, you can try, but you're not going to be able to do it. And then I put the deposit down, and I bought everything, and I was like, take that. Like, I could. And so as a reward for my hard work, they did pay for me to go to nationals, which was very lovely. But they have now put the disclaimer that every single pageant thing I do from here on out is not coming out of their pocket. And I can understand that.
That's a fair point. You're like,
that's a fair point.
So kind of going off your music, when did you start performing music, and when did you know that that was something you also wanted to kind of do more publicly?
I've been somewhat involved in music my entire life. There are videos on my dad's camera of me like sending videos into iCarly back when when you could do that. I'm definitely aging myself here. But like singing videos and things like that. I used to be a musical theater kid. I did musical theater from like 4th grade to up until high school, and I actually originally came to Elon as a musical theater major, and I didn't get in anywhere that I auditioned. I did not get into a single school, so I took a step back. I did some sort of soul searching, and I realized that I was actually watching the Taylor Swift Reputation Stadium tour, and I was like, that is what I want to do with the rest of my life. So I decided I was going to have to start writing my own music, and I've been writing my own music for about a year and a half now, and sort of establishing my brand as a musical artist, sort of using this in tandem with that, but also just performing around here, performing around Elon, uploading covers on my Instagram and going live on TikTok and things like that. So it's really just, music has been in my life my entire life, and it's sort of just shifting the focus of how I'm doing it and where I'm going with it.
Right. So of any places that you've performed, what has been the like highlight? What has been your favorite place to perform at so far?
So Limelight Records, if you don't know, it's the school's record studio or record label. They had an open mic, which is my main sort of venue of performing so far. And it was upstairs in LaRose Commons, and they had a whole band set up. They had pretty lighting. They had a photographer taking pictures of us, and I was like, I feel famous. This is the most special I've ever felt in my entire life. So that was definitely so fun. I got so much support from people. It was very exciting to sort of be in that real space. Instead of just like being downstairs in front of the TV with a ukulele. It felt like a concert to me, and it was so exciting.
Well, we are so excited to have you sing and perform for us tonight. We'll be right back, guys, for a package, and then later with Tabby performing for us.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to this segment that we like to call mukbang. We're outside a lakeside on this nice, beautiful day. It's real sunny out. Nice patio. I'm Tori. Nice to meet you. I'm new here. Yeah, we'll pass it on.
They call me Myvi, and I am also new to the camera world.
And I'm Lindsay, and I'm excited to do this mukbang. Mukbang?
I'm gonna say mukbang because I'm from the South.
Time to suit up.
Thank you to Red Crab Juicy Seafood for letting me use your restroom this morning and also giving me these bibs.
What are we starting with?
So I think we're gonna start with this really exotic dish. I believe they call it pizza.
Do y'all ever cut your pizza?
No.
Well, I feel like when it's
That is so
when it's
good.
too hot,
Really?
when it's too hot, you cut it.
All right, everyone, bite.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
you guys already took
I'm
it?
so sorry.
1, 2. Look, wow.
Are y'all big crust girls?
Yeah, huge crust.
I call them the bones.
What do you guys rate that?
Like,
10
It's
out of
good
10.
pizza.
Oh my, I'm from New Jersey, and this pizza's like one of the best pizzas I've had in North Carolina.
Nice.
Thank you.
Do y'all
Thank
like-
you, Lakeside.
It's giving DiGiorno,
Oh.
which I like.
Okay, I was like,
I like
is it good or
DiGiorno.
bad?
I'm like really, I could eat this for dinner every day.
This is dinner.
We have to
I
take
know.
it slow. We have so much food to eat, you know. On to our next dish. Wheat bread with, I think it was strawberry cream cheese, I think.
really?
And then with oats, actual strawberries, and then drizzled honey
I believe
on
it.
top.
Do you see that? The presentation is unmatched.
With the honey on the outside.
It actually looks exquisite.
I believe inside Lakeside, it's called the John Lennon Special.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what it said on there. Let's cut it up.
Let's
I
ride.
need to get a strawberry on my piece. I need
Here,
all
wait.
of this.
Should we just cut it into thirds?
Yeah, please do that.
That's a great idea. How is it
It's
cutting?
diagonal.
How is it cutting?
How's it cutting?
Can we get a rate on the cut?
Do you wanna do an actual mukbang with this part? You take a bite, you chew into the mic.
I'm gonna bite the toast. That was a bit
If you're scared of this, skip.
That's why we have the bib.
That's why we have the bib.
All right, what do you guys think?
No, it's pretty good.
I would eat this for breakfast every day.
I wish I had it for breakfast this morning instead of a chicken sandwich. I love like.
This is so good. I'm gonna take
Hold
the
on.
strawberry.
I don't have a napkin.
Hey.
Okay, that dish. What do you guys rate it?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Oh,
I don't like strawberry
Okay.
cream cheese
Oh,
personally in
okay.
general.
well, that's tough.
But it was good. I like it was good. So I'd give it like an 8.5.
Shout out the John Lennon Special. Thank you.
Thanks, Yoko Ono, for breaking the band up.
Our next dish is a 3-bean chili with a side of fries. The lady in there asked if we would like the chili on the fries. Myvi said no. You're not a big.
We should dip it.
I agree. Dipping is fine, but like, what's your hate against chili fries?
I'm scared of chili. My family started a canned bean company, and I'm literally terrified of beans.
I don't like beans. I never have on my
But-
burritos or anything.
But
I
here's the
don't get 'em.
thing, is that here at Elon After Hours,
Yeah.
we're here to try some new things.
Get
That we
outside of
are.
the box.
Yeah. All right, everyone dip.
Okay.
The chunky dunk. I think it's good.
No, I do like it.
But you didn't get really any beans in there. You just got like this. You just.
Yeah,
You
I'm-
look scared.
Oh.
Like, have you guys ever had cookout fries? Because those are so
They
good.
are
like occasion.
Yeah, the Cajun ones
Yeah.
especially.
What's your favorite?
Lakeside fries.
I don't even want to ask you your because I think this is really good. But if you're not a bean person,
I think it's pretty.
I don't want you to.
Wait,
slander
actually,
this right now.
I don't know what bean I ate, but I don't hate it.
All right, chicken time.
Chicken.
Does anyone know what
Chiquitita.
kind of chicken?
I would say it's herbed,
Herb
grilled.
Herb grilled.
All right. Let's cut
They
it
didn't.
up.
Maybe I just didn't read the name, but yeah.
Do you
Oh, I
want the
got
first bite? Do you want
Mhm.
ketchup?
Mhm.
That was nice.
It's like a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Harris Teeter rotisserie chicken.
Publix.
Mm,
Publix
Publix.
rotisserie
Publix.
chicken.
growing up as a picky eater, and I'm still a very picky eater, and my family loves seafood, and we live at the beach, well, a lot of the time. And so they cook seafood like every night. So when I was younger, I would ride my bike to the grocery store and buy myself a rotisserie chicken for dinner. Because my mom said,
It's so
you
good.
can either eat it or not.
So then you said no.
I said, I'm having my own dinner.
Speaking of, does that mean it's time
Yeah,
for this?
okay. Chicken
On
was
that
great.
note
Thank you,
of
Lakeside.
seafood.
Okay, so right now you're looking at grilled octopus and black-eyed pea salad.
I'm going for it, guys.
This is gonna take a
What if
while.
I really like it? This will be awesome. I just don't know about the texture.
It's okay. I don't know if I can do it.
Okay, no. It tastes really good.
Guys, that is a tentacle. That is a
I don't know-
tentacle.
I can't do it. I actually can't do it.
Just do it like this.
I actually, I'm getting really freaked out.
It tastes really good. It's really well seasoned. But the tentacles are clumping like bones.
Oh my. It's the tentacle.
oranges because of the texture.
Yeah, this I'm excited for.
It's time
actually, yeah.
to get some
Should I
veggies.
cut it into thirds?
Yes, please. Okay.
It's like soul food. It's in honor of Black
Yeah.
History Month. They have specials every day.
I'm gonna pick mine up. Okay.
I forgot you don't have a fork.
Okay.
Okay, I really like this.
Yeah, that was really good.
Like very.
I don't like any of the things that's in that, but it tastes really good
Yeah, it's
together.
really flavorful. Definitely higher up on the scale for me.
Okay, this is what I'm really excited for.
This is the fried one.
This is the fried.
This is the grilled one.
the fried.
Oh, peanut butter and
BJ.
jelly.
I've never heard of this, which I'm really excited for. Do you guys mind if I just take a bite of it?
No, it's okay.
You want to get the crunch? Oh yeah, that's good.
Okay, grilled.
The grilled is actually really good.
Oh, that's delicious.
That just jogged my memory so hard.
What?
That just it literally tastes like the state fair.
That was great.
10 out of
us back
10.
Brought them back to the old state fair.
The old state fair. Okay, so they did not tell me the name for this, but I heard it was a macaroon and it looks like coconut macaroon. So it's like kind of just like a mystery surprise
Wow.
bag.
That was a beautiful. That was spring.
That-
that was
Spring
That was spring.
has sprung.
the groundhog lied.
Okay, one bite.
Cheers.
Cheers. They
Cheers.
get stuck together.
I feel like it
Very chewy.
very chewy.
Oh baby.
She's heavy.
Well, I am stuffed. How about you guys?
Food baby. Yeah.
Snaps from Lakeside today.
Oh.
Happy Friday from Lakeside. But yeah, comment down below what where we should eat next. Ivy, got anything left?
I leave you with these parting thoughts. Who are we without the food we eat? And who are we without the hands that prepare them?
Slow clap.
Ready? Should we rip off our bibs?
And scene!
Thank you all for joining us tonight to play us out Tabby Spell.
saying that 16 is plenty old enough to decide with whom you'd want to spend the rest of your life. For 4 years I swore that I'd be your wife, but then I got older and life happened fast. Suddenly our love felt so stuck in the past. High school sweethearts aside, I couldn't go on. Still I can't help but feel like I did you wrong, 'cause maybe I should've let go, since everybody else seemed to know that the feelings were gone like last December snow. Still you and me, baby, we put on a show. I was always on to think I knew everything, swearing on promises sealed with a ring, but we didn't know better. Our hearts were untouched. We were just comfortable. It wasn't true love. So maybe I should've let go, since everybody else seemed to know that the feelings were gone like last December snow. Still you and me, baby, we put on a show. But oh no, it wasn't enough. Sorry I made you think I was in love. Thought I found my person and my search was done. Guess it turns out that sometimes you're just young. Maybe I should've let go. We loved too long, darling, that much I know. We burned bright before, but that spark burns no more. And I can't wait to see what life has in store for you. Get what you deserve when your heart belongs to another lucky girl. You'll love her so much and you'll give her the world. And I'll watch as the future I imagine unfurls. The image I created when I thought you were the one, but you were my person. Turns out we were just young.
To find out more about After Hours, visit elonstudenttv.org.